Sue Legit. Sue Legit the quick. Got my Sue Legit tea. And it's raining still. What is this? I can't read the second word, but it's some sort of tofu masala. Keep saying they look this up. I'll look it up. I'll look it up after I shoot this. But 19, let's just say grams of carbs or fat. 53.77, so we'll call that 54 grams of carbs. 16.16 grams of protein and 446 calories. This is what it looks like. I'm happy to have some yellow rice. I will say that first and foremost. Smells good. Got a little sauce. So far, the sauces have been everything. So, we'll do this. I'm not gonna mix that sauce in too much. I want to keep it here on the tofu. So the vegetables have been fantastic on their own. So it has some cauliflower, little rice. Not sure what greens these are. Carrots, not a big fan of the sauce. Oh, you know what it is? The greens is seaweed. And that's why I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a... Listen, I'm gonna try it without the greens on it and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, it's okay. It's just, everything else is fine now. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or what, but I took a call earlier today. I was walking around the gym and looking at myself in the mirror like, your little stomach looks nice. So, it could be the nutrition, it could be some working out. I don't know, but I am slimming down. Rice is fantastic. Vegetables are nice and crispy. The sauce, just okay. I like the taste in it that is throwing me off. I thought it was the greens, but it doesn't smell like seaweed. No, it's not the greens. Sometimes with my taste, things seem like something that is not. So like, kind of has like a fishy-esque feel to it. Or what I believe fishy-esque would be. But back to like my original point with these is like, oh, they're edible and they're worth eating. Everyone doesn't have to be a home run. Would love for that to be the case, but not necessarily have to be the case. So, solid. I think one of my main things is as long as I'm not struggling eating it, and clearly you can see that's not the case. I think if I'd added some seasonings, it would have like took it over the top, but you always need it, so I can get without. Add an additional seasoning. I'm really excited for next week to see like a full week of this. Right now, I just kind of have like 2.5 days. And also being in my routine where like I'm poop, I eat, I go to sleep. That tea is straight Su legit. So no sweetener, no nothing, just hot water and Su legit. Come in. In comparison to yesterday, the rice is actually, yellow rice has more flavor to it, so. Oh, mind finishing it? My favorite way to eat right here, just scoop it in, or just shoveling. This rice reminded me of the yellow rice from the halal guys, so. This is meal number 5, down. Quite tasty. It's funny that it's over. I have a better fond memory of it than like just trying to. I'll do this as a taste test just to see if it's like a mixture of things or it was just a sauce. Yeah, like the sauce by itself wasn't bad. No, I guess they just weren't a good pair together with the tofu, and that's mainly what I put the sauce on. All right, well, that's that. Let's wash it down. Coconut water. All right, still got a long day to go. This is just good rest for myself. And I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right. Last Safe Kitchen review. This one is tempeh. Can't read what that says. Looks like it say OVO pasta. I doubt it says that. It's just whoever's handwriting is I just can't read. Not the biggest tempeh fan, so there's that. But tempeh, inside looks like broccoli, noodles, zucchini, some peppers, and then some sauce. I've shaken it up because it definitely had a few different colors. And then nutritional, about 40.34 fat, 65.7, so let's call that 66 carbs, 30.12 protein, 720 calories. So this is actually the most calories I've had in any of the meal preps so far. It is packed to capacity, which I'm not necessarily mad at, but I am not the biggest tempeh fan, so this can go left. And then they have the other thing I'm not a big fan in, but I'm gonna eat it, is mushrooms. So sauce is very fresh. I can smell it. It is like the aroma of it. I can feel it, smell it immediately. I smell the lime. I smell There's some sort of spice in it. I can smell it. We'll taste what the spice is. So the citrus is super heavy. The noodles are al dente, which I'm not mad at. Or the tempeh is going to just be a lot of extra textures going on right now. It was okay. Like, all six is probably at the bottom, but like, it's edible. It's fine. Not too crazy. The tempeh isn't terrible. I was expecting for it to be terrible. I just had Latrell laughing about how much I hate tempeh like 10 seconds ago. Or before like actually pressing record, but the tempeh is fine. I would have, I think because there's so many flavors in here that don't really have a taste, just this sauce, which the most dominant part of the sauce is like the citrus. So that would have been able to be adjusted from the actual sauce. Then that would have been helpful, but yeah, it's cool. I will say, I've just been the most hearty of all the meals though. Like, I'm not able to just scarf this down like I would everything else. And it's filling, so big ups to that, because if you see me eat, that is not always the case. I will have the endless belly sometimes, but this is actually hearty and filling, so. Normally in the last pasta dish I had, it wasn't this many noodles. Or at least in my brain, it wasn't this many noodles. So, crappy about it right now is like, it's super early and this should be my last meal. I technically still have room, like I intentionally did this. I didn't do as many protein shakes today. And I didn't do as many eggs as I normally would to leave room for later on, because I am mindful that I'm gonna be out late today. I'm gonna need to. Is this your delivery? No, I didn't. The only thing I got delivered is my food yesterday. Oh. You got to cancel order with somebody else. But, yeah, cool. The one thing I'm finding out in these meal preps, though, they don't like go too heavy on any seasonings, and I would imagine that's just based on like allergies and personal taste. One of the things I may do moving forward is like spice it up myself. If I do that though, I'm gonna use MyFitnessPal to see what the macros are on there, because The biggest part of this experiment or trying to add a meal prep company and doing this working out and everything else is to see how this will affect the entire process. So adding in salt, peppers, thyme, oregano, and different seasonings sometimes can skew some of the numbers a little bit. And especially in the fighters world, when they cut weight, they cut salt so fast. I'm not necessarily cutting weight, or cutting weight for a fight. I'm cutting weight for what I want my new life to be like. And it's gonna stay on when it go. You know, I'm warmed up to it when I'm like going into my shoveling aspect of eating food. I'll say this, I can't wait to get these braces taken off. I can eat properly right now. There's more food from this plate in my braces than in my belly. Here's what I learned with this. Your first bite and your last bite are two totally different things. I think first bite, getting introduced to it. By the time you're eating it, it's to marinate a little bit. You're also getting used to eating clean. It's not so bad. Like, I thought I rated it. And I've been intentionally not giving numbers because I'm trying to wait until I have 10, 12 meals. Then start rating based on normal food I would eat and the quality of this food here and have a better barometer. But what I would challenge myself is to review based on a number after I finish, because that got drastically better the more bites I got. Also, everything at the bottom was sitting in the sauce, so even though that lime sauce was like a little much at first, once the noodles were able to absorb it, it drastically changed the taste of the whole thing and became quality. I didn't mind it. All right, I'm getting myself together. I got a fight to go to in a little bit, and I have to arrange people and do the whole thing. Just trying to be a good friend. I'll talk to you guys, and then make sure you watch the footage here from Ringla's fight. In this video, like, comment what do you think Ringla's gonna get a knockout with, because if you've seen from the other footage, his opponent don't have no chance. So I'm going with flying knee. So if you're with me, put flying knee in the comments. You let me know what you think Ringla's gonna get the knockout with. Don't check his Instagram, so that way you can see it ahead of time. Just like have some integrity. All right, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. I need to get going. I'll talk to you in a bit.